my goodness, so it is 10 of 3, like 3 in the afternoon, and I totally forgot to get started videotaping today, and it's because Robo and I jumped right into doing a whole bunch of things. Because we didn't take this week and actually go away on vacation like we thought we were going to do, hashtag I needed to buy tires for my car, we have been taking care of a bunch of pending tasks that have been waiting for our house. And this is, you can consider these open loops for the house. So we have been working on those things, and one of those things is taking us outside. Earlier we got a whole bunch of things finished in the morning, and I will detail those in a little bit. But right now we're getting ready to head out to take care of some more things for my car.
Ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Ready to go, Radar?
It is so weird. We normally walk here. So first up on the list is to drop off a package for my niece at the postal center. This has her Christmas present in it. I'm really excited to get this to her. I'm kind of annoyed that it's a little bit late, but it's nice to send her some things. She really likes books. She just got into kindergarten, so it's fun when I get to send books to people because I'm totally a book person. So the fact that she's becoming a book person makes me happy. And it's nice to have this finally off of my to-do list. Okay, so the package is still in the car. Phooey. The postal center is not open until tomorrow. So I'll come back out. At least the package is prepared. We know what we have to do. This will get off the to-do list really soon.
What are you whining about, Radar? We should get a new one of these sometime soon.
Success on one errand. We were able to get the things that we needed for the car, included windshield washer fluid and some engine cleaner, all the good stuff. And of course I opened the door at the wrong moment, so I'm still locked out. No problem. But yeah, details that needed to get done today included doing some of these things for the car. One of the other things that we need is another windshield for our car. You probably have been seeing
Why
the
did you mess
cracks.
it up?
Because I always mess it up. Let me in the car. It's cold out here. Oh, man. So we need a new windshield. Robo was able to price that. We got tires on the car right before Christmas, which is fantastic. So I don't have to worry about doing that. One of the other things that we wanted to do this week was possibly go skiing and snowboarding, but with how much money we spent on Christmas and how much money we spent getting the car fixed, we both made the decision after doing all of the math today that that was probably not a good idea. Just, being responsible. And then, what else do we have to do today? Oh, yes, gifts. We prepped our gift for Grace. We also prepped a whole bunch of gifts for other people that we wanted to support financially. We have a lot of friends that are working all around the world that we know that are doing things as missionary work, and so we've been saving up some money to be able to give them, and we've been trying to get that done before the end of the year. But the annoying thing was that for one group of them, the payment processing system wasn't working right, so we were finally able to figure that out, got that done, basically just sat down and planned out, like, okay, what are all the things that have to happen this week, and when do we want to do them? So it feels really nice to be getting this stuff done and to be, honestly, out and about. We were cooped up all day, which was fine. Yesterday was fantastic being cooped up, but sometimes it's just nice being in a car and hanging out, believe it or not. So what in the world are we doing way out here in the middle of nowhere? Well, number one, Robo and I like going for rides. Number two, the middle of nowhere is kind of like where both of us grew up, so it's nice to get back to what feels like roots in a way, and just reminded of what's going on out here. But the big reason is because we need to clean out some junk in our engine, and this is a nice straight shot all the way to Kansas. Not that we're going to Kansas, but it's a nice straight shot. We don't have to worry about going up and over any mountains, and so it gives us the opportunity to run the engine really hot. But what is this whole thing about getting stuff done today on a week that should feel like a vacation? Well, I mentioned earlier the concept of open loops. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I wanted to talk about this a little bit more in detail. An open loop is something that is in your head that is going, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. And you never quite actually get it done. In the book, Getting Things Done by David Allen, he talks about these open loops and about how they prevent us from being able to accomplish the work that we need to do, because they're basically short-circuiting our ability to decide what to do next. And so this causes a huge issue in productivity. It causes a huge issue in our own management of stress, because these open loops are constantly picking around in our heads and we don't know how to get out of them. So his system for getting out of them is simply write down all those open loops. Like, first of all, list out what do you need to do, what are those open loops, and get them on a sheet of paper so that you can see them. Then the next thing is to decide, what do you actually need to do to get them solved? So in the case of, for us today, being out in the middle of nowhere cleaning our engine, the thing is not so much go get the engine clean, like go for a long drive. There was something that we needed to go do first. We needed to pick up an engine additive to be able to put into it to help our fuel run a little bit hotter so that we could clean out a bunch of junk that's going in through our fuel system. Now, the first step of that process is go buy fuel injector. Seems kind of stupid, but when you list out what you need to do in the actual order of steps, now you can start chunking away at actually getting the task done. We did the same thing today for many of the other tasks that we had on our list, such as, we want to go skiing. Is this actually possible? What do we need to do? We need to first figure out, how expensive is it? We need to figure out, what's the weather like? Is the weather actually going to be worth going skiing this week? As it was, my dog's ears are getting in the way. As it was, we decided that it was too cost prohibitive, but going through those steps, okay, it's not just let's go skiing, it's let's see how much it costs, let's see what the weather is, do all these steps and then make a decision. So that is the way to close an open loop. So for us, closing this open loop today, especially about the car and seeing if we can get our engine cleaned out a little bit better, is a task off the to-do list. Trying to get my niece's package mail is a thing off the to-do list. Getting all of our financial gifts out the door is a thing off the to-do list. And these are closing all of those open loops that have been running around in the house and, quite frankly, driving both of us insane.
And will eventually not get over.
So we drove all the way out to Lyman, Colorado, which is kind of on the other side of the state and really doesn't have a whole lot to it except for a small museum and some heritage stuff, which is all important. Don't get me wrong, it's completely important. But yeah, Lyman has nothing in it, and it's the kind of thing when you tell people, hey, yeah, we drove out to Lyman on Sunday. Why? Well, we like rides. And above all, it helped us close a loop of needing to try and do something to fix the car. Now, annoyingly, it doesn't seem to help, but we're going to keep working on that process tomorrow. And this was part of that process, eliminating one thing so we can move on to the next thing. So I'm excited that this has happened. If you are struggling with the same things in your life, of feeling like you've got things going around and around and around and you just can't quite figure out how to get them done, I'm serious. Write them out. List out the steps to get them done, and then just start accomplishing the steps in the order that you need to do. It's a great help, and it's something that I do on a regular basis. Like if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I write out everything that I feel like I'm overwhelmed by. And sometimes even just the simple fact of writing it out and going, I'm overwhelmed by this and this and this and this, I can look at it and say, oh, well, some of that really doesn't matter, or I can take care of it by doing this really quickly. So yeah, very, very important step. So this is the end of day 69 of level grinding. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you got a comment or a question, or you want to tell me how you closed an open loop today, go ahead and leave it in the description. Oh, good grief. The comment section below. I will be filling out the description with the book link to David Allen's book, Getting Things Done, so you can learn more about open loops. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and click subscribe, because I share these videos every single day to show you how I'm building my business so that you can be inspired to do the same. I'll see you all tomorrow for day 70. Ciao.